Yo, brother, it's time for us to start talking the real, man. We've been sugarcoating too much. We've got to start calling everything out for what it is.
That's Justin in front of me on the Oryx, and I'm riding his L, which it's funny, whenever I switch from the Oryx to the L, it makes the L feel like a small wheel. So hilarious. Justin bought an Oryx, but of course he's going to have to wait a couple months probably before they show up, I'm guessing. So I thought I would let him have a little more fun with it. He tried it last week for a little bit, but let him ride it for many miles right now. Okay, here comes Justin. He's been putting some gas on this.
I lost you 2 bars.
Yeah. What? Did you really? Wow. 2 bars, Justin.
I feel great.
So last time you guys saw me interview Justin, he had probably only ridden the Oryx for like a mile, realistically, or a couple. So now you've been burning through 2 bars and riding.
One more. Just 1 bar.
So do you have any additional thoughts? Are you glad you purchased it?
Suspension. I can see what you mean about stiffer.
It's different, yeah.
I didn't feel that as much last time, but that wasn't my focus last time. So now that I'm riding higher speed seated for longer, definitely feels stiffer, especially just come right off my L.
Did you which one did you buy? Did you pick
62.
this? Good choice,
I think you
yeah.
You and Rob both said the same thing. So
Right.
Did you change it to the lowest?
It's the softest it can be.
Okay, because last time it was a couple clicks higher. Right?
It's the softest it can be. Yeah.
Okay. So it feels stiff for sure.
But it's not bad. But
but you can definitely feel it's stiffer.
It's firm.
And I prefer stiffer ride, but even for me, I think I like it a little softer.
Yeah.
40, 45 feels comfortable and stable. Last time I was nervous hitting 45. I touched it and just pulled back. This time I stayed 40, 45 for longer. The roll somehow feels different on this wheel. Like it just feels like it's much more inviting for you to just go.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it's stable. I tried to carve a bit more this time. Last time I didn't try to feel the carve.
Right.
Definitely feel the weight difference when I carve. So when I accelerate, decelerate, I don't feel the weight difference. But when I try to carve,
it's got more mass.
Side to side, I feel the mass difference. And I don't think the tire. I don't think the tire is a factor. That feels like it's purely the weight.
And Justin likes to carve, so is that going to be bad?
So
really?
No, I think I can carve some, but just not as big really as I could on the L.
When you ride behind Justin, normally he's going like this all the time.
I like the feel. So I think over time I can get better and more used to that way.
Right.
Plus it's your wheel. I don't want to, and I'm not fully geared.
Wow.
So I didn't want to like push it too hard, but I just kind of get a feel what the car feels like. I would say there's no surprise. It literally is, the best way to describe this, it rides like a heavier L.
Which is cool.
Literally is what it is.
If you're in the Leaperkin family of wheels, this will feel very much at home to you.
Yeah, especially like going straight with small cars, feels super comfortable. 40, 45 feels effortless. I mean, it's the same for L for me, but like this feels somehow there's like a little extra comfort and confidence level at the wheel, knowing that you have a lot more headroom.
Yeah, guys, like I said, I'm on his L, which just feels like a small wheel. It's it's so hilarious. I'm trying to
see you sitting on it.
Yeah, I'm sitting on it, and it's got the small seat, and the pedals are not. You can
not a small seat, normal seat.
Normal seat.
Your seat is crazy high on the L.
But the pedals are on the low position on the Oryx, and there is no lower position on the L. So everything feels, yeah, very small when you go from 1 minute to the next switching wheels. It's pretty hilarious.
And actually what's in the back of my head is once I get used to Oryx, I'm thinking when I go back to L, it might feel even lighter and
yeah,
than it used to. So
well,
I
like
think that would be a good thing.
we were talking about, the L will be the nimble trail wheel.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what everybody said now in the context discussion for Oryx.
Yeah.
L is the nimble, light trail wheels to compare to Oryx.
It's hilarious. So besides having fun today, this is kind of an opportunity for me to finally test the Panther, a production Panther. I didn't get the opportunity last time I was riding with Ron, so today we're going to meet up with Ron and Tim, another 15 miles or so up in the mountains, and we'll do switch wheels and ride for an extended period of time. So I'll get to finally refresh my memory on the Panther, see if I still want one, which I think I do, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's gonna ride a fair bit different than the Oryx. Like Ron said, the Oryx is kind of like a Hummer, and the Panther maybe a Lamborghini. So we'll see.
No one's in there?
That's weird.
No one's in there, right?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll just keep going then, I guess. No one's gonna call you Uncle Boy.
Don't bring that up again. That's weird though. I wonder what's going on. Let's see if there's something.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
So, are we allowed to pass or?
Yeah, just you're already here.
Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Is the guy okay?
No.
Nope.
Keeps happening up here.
All right, guys, be careful, please.
Okay.
Well, here's the scene. Unfortunately, it's a rider fatality. It happened right in front of me. And, gosh, there was nothing I could do for him. I wish there was. And we have given our statement, so we're about to head out. So that's what's going on right here.
Yeah, they just said go through. Just don't hit it. Go underneath it.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was a dead body on the side of the road. Yes.
Actually, I need to ask that question of whether we can come back if the rope is still
It's gonna be hours from now. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Did you see the dead body?
Is it dead?
Huh?
I don't see any body.
There was a dead body on the side. It was.
Oh, over there?
Yeah. It was. They had a cover on it.
I didn't even see it. I was looking at the motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It just keeps happening, man. So sad. Obviously, just taking the corner too fast, you know. Okay, guys, we've eaten lunch, and here is Ron. Tim is using Ron's L, and Ron is now on the Oryx. We're going to do an extended period of riding. He's going to ride that, and I'm going to ride the Panther finally. He let me, I lowered the tire pressure from like 44 to 30, which is better for me. And unfortunately, he said, you've got 250 miles on that Panther, and he's been riding it with the suspension at the stiffest setting. I got on the wheel and it didn't even move. He's gonna really love it when he gets back on it today. So this will be my finally my opportunity to ride a Panther, really ride it, since I was in China 7-8 months ago and rode the prototype. So be curious to give you my impressions and get Ron's impression of the Oryx. Okay, I just stood on the wheel. Definitely feels taller than the Oryx, but of course I have lowered the pedals on my Oryx to lower position. See, I got to adjust to sitting for the first time. When I was in China riding that Panther, I had bought a seat, and I bought the seat that Ron had given me, basically the same seat that's on this wheel. He makes them. Nothing fancy, but they work. So I took it with me in China. I figured it'd be useful for any seated riding I did. So I put that on the Panther, and that's all I rode with. And I left it in China. I wonder if anyone kept using it. So yeah, I just got to get used to this wheel now. Like getting on a new wheel for first time feels different. Windy. We're up at about 6,000 feet. And right now we're going to go over to Mt Gleason. It's about, I'm not sure, 20-25 miles from here. You drop your wheel?
Just messing around.
Just messing around.
Don't mind me.
Okay.
Messing around with no full gear on.
Well, forgot to mention, Ron decided not to wear a helmet today.
Who needs a helmet?
Yeah. You're not feeling the wheel yet. You just give it time,
Well,
right?
how many miles have I just ridden it?
No, I know. I'm
Like,
just saying.
3, maybe 4.
For Marty, this is like.
If you want an impression after 4 miles of riding,
No. I was just
I've already
commenting.
felt some major differences.
I was just commenting that as we passed, you said, I'm not feeling it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm having to adjust to this wheel too. It feels taller. The center of gravity on this wheel
Feels taller for me.
feels higher than that one.
But physically the same height, right? Or at least close enough.
And
Yeah.
these tires are the
Kinda.
same size. If anything, this is a little bit bigger, but
Right.
this feels less stable at speed, but more agile at low speed.
Interesting. I don't think I have
If
an.
I was to be asked right at this minute,
Right.
which wheel would I want to be on right now?
Right.
There's no question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just look at the tire difference. I mean, let's just do a tire difference check right here.
Let's see.
This is a straight line.
Oops. I'm trying to line them up. Well, it's definitely smaller. Look at that.
Yeah.
What a huge difference.
It looks like
Huge
a lot smaller, right?
Let's see.
Not narrower.
Yeah.
If I can get this lined up.
That is a performance tire. This is like a terrain buster.
That's quite a difference. This might barely be 3 inches. I don't know. That's like 3.5.
This is almost 4.
Well, it's 3.5.
Oh yeah, it's 3.5 at the rim, but the tire goes past the rim.
No, the tire is 3.5. I measured it.
Oh, okay.
3.5 inches.
Okay.
I think this is closer to 3.
It's 2.75 by 17 is the stats on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's huge.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
So does getting back on Panther feels like you meeting your old crush?
Not yet. I'm still adjusting.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what this wheel will feel like with a street tire on it, and it's definitely would feel a lot more nimble and for me more stable. Right now, I'm like still dealing with getting used to all those knobbies on there.
From what I heard, most people ordering Oryx are ordering with street tire.
Yeah.
How about sitting? How's it feel?
I mean, it's not completely dialed into me, but the seat height feels pretty good.
Not too bad.
I probably want it a little bit higher.
Yeah.
I also need to change the position of the pads because they're hitting me in the wrong place right now on my leg.
You can change them if you want.
No, but I mean, sitting feels good, and I'm sure with a road tire on here that this tire feels like a quality German-built car. Okay, and that's like build tough, you know, build strong.
Right.
And that wheel feels like a fast Chinese, Japanese kind of car.
Okay.
Like the little speedsters that go flying around here, or a Porsche. That could be a Porsche. And this, you know, and this is just some tank.
All right. More opinions to come. I will say this street tire in the Panther is really nice compared to that knobby, and it's so quiet. I'm used to the Oryx being so loud. Oh, it's really windy down here. Time to put the camera away. Well, we got to the base of Mt Gleason, and now this is, I'm not sure, at least a 10-mile ride to the top on this broken up road that gets worse, turns into a little bit of a trail, I think, if I remember right. So, yeah, the Oryx is not how I quite remember, not the Oryx, the Panther is not quite how I remember it in China. That could just be time, obviously a long time ago. Plus, you know, at that point, the Master Pro was all I was riding in terms of big wheels. Now the Oryx, which feels smaller than the Master Pro, so this isn't quite as overwhelming to me in terms of positiveness, but it's very nice. I like the street tire. I've been going over 40 today, which generally I don't. Usually only on big downhills and only usually just touching it. I kind of feel like I'm working at it to do that. Here I was looking down and I was going 41 and it just didn't feel like it. So this wheel definitely feels like it wants to go fast, easier, with limited input. It definitely has higher center of gravity than the Oryx. Now that clearly could just be the fact that I'm riding lower pedals on the Oryx. I didn't even ride the Oryx with the default pedal setting because I knew I'd want it lower and lower. And the suspension on this wheel, I've got it at the softest setting, and it's definitely firmer than the Oryx. And the Oryx is firmer than the L. so, which of course is not to say the suspensions are bad, it's just they're firmer, but they're still acting as suspensions. But in terms of sucking up all the little stuff, that's where the firmness comes into play. These softer guys, the best suspension I've ridden yet, the wheel I own, is the InMotion V12S. I was just riding that the other day. It has the best, most comfortable suspension. I probably shouldn't say best, but it's the most comfortable suspension. It soaks up all the little stuff and the fairly big stuff. It doesn't have a harsh landing. I really like that suspension. Man, that would be a killer suspension on a bigger wheel. And there's rumors that a bigger wheel is coming from InMotion, so we'll see. Made it to the top of Mt Gleason. Really spectacular views from up here towards the northern desert over there and towards the Los Angeles basin in that direction. On some of the dirt sections on this road, I definitely missed that knobby and the Oryx, and 100%, this suspension is not the suspension I remembered in China. In China, it was super soft. Made me think, wow, this is like almost as good as, or maybe even better than Leaperchem. But no, what they delivered is much firmer. Yeah, this is the brake stop.
Probably a long shot. Let's see this outlet.
Okay. Hey guys, well, so we've been relaxing up here at Mt Gleason, and I wanted to point out the power button choice. How Begel did this wheel is pretty crazy. The wheel in China that I had, the buttons were actually here, so it was pretty bad. But here, it's still really bad. The buttons are somewhere down around here, so I'm going to see if I can do it with my gloves. Okay, got it. I think, but they switched the positions. There, yeah, okay.
So now the left button is power.
Yeah.
The right button is who knows.
What a pain in the butt. And then you're riding the wheel like this. Now Ron's modified he put a pad up here, but the original
Normally
one,
the handle is right back here.
it's useless.
Yep, so you had to move it forward. This is just a way to move the handle forward.
And then you're riding, you got your helmet on, you want to see how fast you're going, you have to go like this, you know, it's it's just way back here where on the Leaperchem wheels, like the Oryx, you don't have to do that. It's like right here. Yeah. Ergonomically, everything about the Oryx.
Just needed to somehow move this forward and do a little bit different configuration with the trolley handle.
And put the power buttons up here
and
somewhere.
It's like, why didn't on the X-Way, well, they do have the charge ports in the back, which is fine. But the power button is just kind of like ridiculous.
And now, which happens, if I want to turn on the light, first of all, you can't turn on the light while you're riding now.
Impossible. and there's no flashing light.
They removed the flashing light again. I keep telling them that they added on the ET Max the X-Way. They put them in. Now they took it out on the Panther. It's like,
And as long as we're talking about it, we've been messing around the suspension like all day, and Marty's been complaining about it, saying that it's nothing like the Panther that he rode in China.
yeah.
And we have literally moved the suspension all the way to the
One spot, one end.
one end, which is the firmest, and then all the way to the opposite end, which should be the most plush and the softest. And
It's not a huge difference.
it's not a huge difference, and it's just not that great.
And in the soft, right now it's in the soft mode.
It turned out to be right in the middle, right?
This-
Not the extreme
But
either
all
end.
of that
It's
being
opposite.
said, I will still have to say it's a freaking awesome wheel.
To ride. I gotta admit, like doing this ride so far, like I said in the earlier video, I found myself going over 40 without thinking about it, which is not the same with the Oryx. I have to think a little bit.
You cruise at this wheel at 45 to 50 miles an hour, and you're just feeling like
Yeah.
this is easy.
I think Ron had an analogy about this wheel, like using like being a sex with woman. Right?
No,
Well, we're
let's
not going into
No,
that.
no, no, okay.
Yeah.
I
Right.
take this camera back from Justin. Justin's
wheel-
got a dirty mind,
I have a
Justin.
dirty mind. I never claimed to be a mature man.
Okay, as we come down Mt Gleason, I think I'm going to leave my final thoughts at this point. Still probably have another 70 miles to ride today. It's going to be like a 150-mile ride. But so I'm still riding the Panther. I think my summary differences between this and the Oryx, I much prefer the Oryx for any kind of off-trail or off-road trail riding. This has a higher center of gravity and you can't lower the pedals. Oryx, you can lower the pedals, and in that position, that wheel feels much more stable and easier for me to control. Oryx feels like it has more power. It accelerates easier, and again, I can just be going pretty fast without thinking too much. The Oryx, I feel like I just have to put more energy into going faster. Not to say it can't go faster, but you know, just comparing the two wheels. The suspension on this production Panther is a real disappointment to me. It was so nice, the one in China. It felt like a Leaperchem killer. It felt really good, soft, and I rode it for probably, I don't know, at least 40 miles when I was out there. And so I got a good amount of riding in it, and I just loved how that thing rode. So this is a disappointment with the suspension. So it's kind of looking like if you're like really into punchy speed street riding, you might have more fun with this wheel. For all other use cases, it's hard not to recommend the Oryx. And then it depends on the price. I mean, a lot of places I'm seeing the Oryx for the same price as this Panther, which to me is crazy. There's no way you should be paying. If you buy a Panther, it should be at least $500 cheaper than what you can get the Oryx for, considering you're getting a smaller battery, quality, Begode quality. I mean, it's much better than it used to be, of course, but it's no Leaperchem, right? You know, the ergonomic features, which are kind of sucky. The display, the power buttons, the lights. Where this wheel really shines is riding. And that's what I've said a lot of times about the gold wheels, that throughout all the years, all the poor decisions Begold's made in their choice of design choices, where they really shine has always been the ride and the power and so forth. And that holds true with this wheel also. Yeah, so the biggest, I mean, I can get over the high pedals, center of gravity. You can adjust to that, I'm sure with time, right? But the suspension works. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but in terms of softness, boy, what a disappointment compared to that one I rode in China. I can't get over the difference. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I might talk to Ron before the final goodbye, but if I don't, this will be it. And I hope you got something out of this video. And until next time, safe riding on your Oryx, on your Panther, on your L, on whatever wheel you're riding. Okay, guys, so I've already given you my thoughts on the Panther and versus the Oryx and so forth. So now that get out of the sun here, now that Ron has ridden it quite a bit now today, what are your thoughts in general? Doesn't have to be all shiny, beautiful sunshine.
I mean,
you know, the tire sucks,
I
right?
put like what, 30 miles on it today or something like that, maybe a little bit more. And plus, I've had some extenuating circumstances in terms of no helmet, super hot, and my eyes are running. And
forget all the excuses, Ron. Come on, let's get down to the wheel.
Yeah. So, I mean, the wheel performs great. There's no question about it. To me, it feels a little clunky. All right, especially on this road, this is more of a winding kind of off-road kind of a road we just did up here to Mt Gleason.
Which is so funny to me. Well, this is your thoughts.
And then I was going to ask you if you have this. You have the 66-pound shock on this. Right?
Yes.
Do you have it on the softest setting? Softest. So it still feels a little firm to me.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. That's one thing. And then in terms of road riding. I mean, I haven't really fully, taxed what its capabilities are, but it seemed very solid at 45 miles an hour, super solid. And I like the fact that when I'm riding it around 30, 35, and I want to accelerate, it feels like there's a lot of power there. So I can go from 35 to 50 or 45 easily, just a little lean, and it responds. And the only other shortcomings is the tire, I mean, the tire for a knobby, performs great or behaved well, but it would be better with a road tire, definitely better with a road tire. And I'd probably like the road tire even better off-road than this tire.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that one little off-road section through dirt up there, like that wheel, which is the L, is so much more nimble and just so much more responsive that if you're going down a dirt road and there's a rock or a hole and you have to make a quick adjustment, I mean, it just seems less responsive on this.
But if you have to ride through crap, I think I'd rather ride through stuff on that tire than that one.
I wouldn't even know about that,
well,
because the weight of this tire is just it's like if I was going through heavy, deep rock, or it's like rutted road or something like that, I'd be like trying to hold this wheel up versus that one where I'd be more like
okay, well, that's good. I think we have opposite views, but that's good. It's your view. That's good.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, in terms of would I get this wheel?
Mm-hmm.
I've been asking myself that all day long.
And the answer is probably. I'm not feeling like I have to run out and put a deposit on this wheel like tonight,
Right.
you know? It's like the differences or the benefits that I'm getting from this wheel over that wheel or your Panther, my Panther, you know, aren't that great. Like the Panther, in terms of high-speed road riding, just has it over this.
Right.
That's my feeling right now. But again, with the road tire, I might feel differently.
You know, I got to say, when you pass me from behind, the Panther is very quiet, obviously, with the street tire.
Yeah.
Here, when you come up from behind, you sound like a car approaching. the road noise and everything.
Yeah. I mean, this wheel is a tank. This wheel is a tank. There's no question about it.
Just made me laugh that the sound of the wheel with that knobby, you know.
Yeah.
But that's neither good or bad. It's just observation. All right, Ron. Well.
And then the other thing that I do like about this wheel is just, you know, the handle position is great. I love this. So the screen here is nice. Ergonomically,
trolley handle,
the way that I fit on this wheel in terms of the seat, leg, and pedal, that all seems to feel good for me.
With Begode, you're buying the ride.
Yeah, and it's not even all of the ride, you know?
Yeah. Okay, Ron. Thanks for your help. I appreciate letting me ride the Panther. It made me, it was useful for me to get back on this. And likewise, hopefully.
So do you feel the same motivation in terms of wanting to get the Panther?
I'm very much less excited about the Panther than I was before. The suspension sucks to me compared to, I was hoping it was going to be the China suspension. And it's
what is up with that? That's really a bummer, you know?
If
why do they present something, you know, the prototypes, why are the prototypes better than the production units? I mean, that's a bunch of
I don't
BS.
know. I might try and reach out to find out what did they change? Why did they change it that way? But the big takeaway for this, I do love riding on the road.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Are there things about Panther that's better than you remember in China? The ride.
No. This one, no.
So it's the same or worse?
Yes. All right, thanks. Well, Justin, we did it. 152 miles.
Just casually, like,
Yeah.
we didn't even realize we're gonna go. Did you know? You know where we're gonna go.
I
Did
know.
the math add up in your head, or you didn't even think about it?
I didn't really think about it because I knew we were going to charge. So I charged about 20% on the Oryx the first time.
Yeah.
I think maybe 30% the second time. But good thing we did
Yeah, we did.
charge the 6 bars.
There's no way we would have made it back. You were like saying, "Oh, we might be able to make it back if we just ride very carefully." I didn't think we could make it back if we.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was worthwhile charging.
But we were having a bit more fun. We didn't have to really.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was weird coming back, that long line of cars. I was actually keeping pace
Yes.
with the cars.
Yeah, I was a little nervous because good thing it was downhill because I started beeping before that caravan.
Wow.
And I was gonna let the car behind me go, And then pretty soon I saw the caravan, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that speed looks like I can just follow.
You can manage that. Yeah.
Yeah. But like when there's certain parts where it's not as much downhill. So if I try to keep by those areas, I would hear the beep. So I get a little nervous because if I go down, that car is not far behind me, you know?
No beeps for the Oryx, though.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, at Coxwell Dam,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah, I feel like going a little faster.
I remember you saying
And then
that.
the moment we take off, I lose the bar. I got like from 3 bar to 2 bars. Like, so much for that. My wheels say, no, you're not.
I kept thinking, where's Justin? He's going, and it's 40 miles per hour. He was
I
going to
know,
be
I
doing.
was thinking I could, because it's been 3 bars all this time. I thought I could do 40 or some of it. Nah, the moment I took off from Coxwell, it went to 2 right away. But that was fun.
It was. All right, guys. This is the final goodbye.